everyone, Inverse Carnage here, and I'm back with another video today, and I'm going to be explaining 5 tricks to improve your builds. Now, I will say first, these builds do involve World Edit, at least one of them does, and World Edit is a very cool and quick way to use your Minecraft. Like, we can set this to another block, or whatever you really want to do. So, if you want to download World Edit, it will be in the description below. Also, if you don't know how to use World Edit, I will post a video in the future explaining it. Alright, so my first trick I have today is this little thing here. So, I have a little wall here of a house. It's an example of a house that you could have built. There's a way you can make this better. So, I have items in the chest that you can pretty much just use to make this build so much better. So you really only need oak stairs, oak log, oak planks, and an oak slab. Now it doesn't really matter how you built your house. These are just the blocks that kind of complement with this build. So I'm going to move that out of the way and replace the front of it with these logs. Now, looking at it from this angle already looks a bit better. So another way is extending the roof out just like that, and you can get this cool little feel, and if you add that little staircase, it gives that cool effect to it. Now, another thing to add it to it, it's going to look a little bit weird without something going around the side here. So you have this going down, and you can have your house look like that. And if you really even wanted to, you could do that. But it's really up to you. And you could even go to the even more of addition to this by adding staircases upside down there. It gives it a nice long cabin feel. The next build I have is actually not really a build, it's actually more of a hack. So the first thing you want to have here is World Edit. World Edit is you use wooden axe, which we already have, and what you want to do is just to make a potted plant. So I have our potted plant here, but here's another example. So you want to take your World Edit positions to one block, copy your block, and then stand right where you want your block to go, and then just do your / paste. As you can see, we have this little rose, these couple roses coming out off the potted plant. You normally wouldn't have been able to get this before because you place the block, you have roses like that. This next build is actually a little bit more different. It's using the Debug Stick. Now, some of you may already know about the Debug Stick, but it's an example to use it as. So I have built a couple builds in the past using glass and walls next to each other. You're not going to want to have your window like this because people walk through your window, and also it doesn't look very visually pleasing. So what you can set your debug stick to go to east. And if you want to make it like that, you can also do it north, which north I wouldn't recommend because it goes like that, kind of pretty weird. So if you do south, that's also not how you would want it to connect up either. You also have waterlogged. Now these are some other things that you can pretty much experiment with yourself, but basically you want to just set this to whatever your direction would be. Now there is a bit of a gap, but the other thing we can also do to this is add these things to the side here. Not like that. Not like that either. We want to set, you can set, basically you can set these together, and it basically connects these up pretty well, and it makes the block go together pretty well with that as well. So next little trick I have today is making a puddle. Now you might have already noticed puddles making before, but this is a bit different. You can take your blocks here I have, for example, and as of the 13 update, you can add staircases in like this, and also with the newer blocks as well. You can pretty much just add whatever you want to like here. I'm just doing a little design just for you to show of today. And even like add it like that. Let's see. I'm trying to get in like a interesting design here for a puddle. Let's say you have this little puddle like that, and have that like there. So you have it like that. Now all you gotta do is just waterlog your staircases and slabs, which it then fills in, which I don't want that to be like that. And then there you go, you have your own little puddle there. Now obviously this is not the best puddle I could have made. I could have made this a lot better, but the puddle still works. You can actually go into the puddle. You can't swim in it, but I do also recommend this could be a cool way for an entrance. Now, how you want your entrance to be, but this is a good example for an entrance. This next build is actually a little bit, it's a newer build, and it could be built upon with other stuff. Now, all you really need is a barrel and blast furnace. This is just an example to make this room a lot better. So we have this spruce room, we have a slab roof, we got our stripped spruce log. So we're just going to make this room a bit better by adding upwards facing barrels to the wall. We just do this around the entire wall. You see, it gives that pretty cool design there. And another thing you can do with this, add a blast furnace to the top. You now have a cool border, whatever you want to call it, for your wall, and you also have a top. Now that is a pretty cool trick. I've used this a lot in my roleplay series, and I think it looks pretty cool. Of course, you don't want to look at it from the outside. You could always cover it up like that, but that's pretty much it for today. Yep, that's all we got for today. So, let me know what you think. If this has helped you at all or not. Also, world edit video might be coming soon. I'll see how that ends up. But I hope these have helped with your builds at least a little bit. And this right here is a good design if you want to make like a rustic looking house, especially with like cabin or something like that. This is a good way to make a log cabin. You don't have to do the exact same design as mine, but here's a good plotted plant. You could put this up in front of that house, even if you really wanted to. This you could just connect to your build. Say, you'll make like some kind of mansion. This would look pretty good on a mansion. Have your puddle, say rain. You could set it up to have that puddle there. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Also remember, World Edit will be in the description below, and if you really want to, you can drop that like, and also subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.